Welcome back. My name is Wajaha and we're just going to jump straight into it. This is Farms of the Month, June 2023. And today what we're going to do is just talk through some of the different opportunities that I've found for this month that you can use to make some passive income on your stablecoins. So we're just going to jump straight into it. You can see my tweet on Twitter. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. But essentially, I've covered all of the different opportunities. Of course, there are many more. In fact, you can even go to last month's and use some of those ones because they still work just as well as they did last month. And today, what we're going to do is go through these 5 different opportunities, like I mentioned before. So let's jump into the first one. The first one revolves around CRV USD. Curve have relatively recently launched their stablecoin CRV USD, and of course now it's finally the time to farm it. And if you go to Curve, you can search for CRV USD and you can find that Curve USD is paired with four different types of stablecoins. We've got USDC, USDT, TUSD, and USDP by Paxos. And you can see that by pairing your assets 50-50, one half being CRV USD and half being the other one, you can get some fairly decent rewards. Now, of course, the base reward is going to be a little low, between 5 and 8-9%. But you can see the boosted reward is almost as high as 22%. And really, it's just a matter of time before you can do this on Convex and get the boosted reward without having to actually boost yourself. And so that's fantastic. I think we're going to see lots of CRV USD strategies coming over the next month. Stay tuned for them. Potentially next month I'll be able to showcase them to you. But I mean, for the time being, you can go to Curve and utilize CRV USD. It's just going to be a matter of time before they're on Convex and Yearn Finance, so go and check them out there. But yeah, CRV USD, farm your stable coins, make some passive income, and that pretty much takes us to number 2, which is Conic. Now, Conic Finance, for those of you who don't know, is a protocol built on top of Curve, and they basically have these omni pools in which a user can deposit, let's say, Frax into this vault, and that Frax will go into a variety of Curve pools automatically, and so you're able to earn a yield from a variety of pools. And they've recently launched CRV USD, and you can see there is a colossal 27% APR at the moment. Unfortunately, this is on Ethereum mainnet, and so gas fees are fairly intensive, but there isn't really much you could do about that, especially because that's just how it is. Unfortunately, the process is fairly gas intensive, so I think this really works for people who are using 5 figures or more. I think if you're using less than that, it's not really worth it. So this is for you whales out there. 27% on your single asset depositing, happy days. So you're earning your base APR, you've got some Curve rewards, Convex rewards, and Conic rewards as well. And so yeah, take a look at that. I've got a video on Conic Finance, so you might want to watch that as well, but it's very easy to do. You just go to this application, click deposit, enter how much you want to deposit, and that's it, and you can claim your rewards here in real time. So that's Conic for you. Let's move on to number 3, which is Sturdy Finance. Now, I have actually written a tweet about Sturdy Finance, and you could basically learn via that tweet everything that you probably need to know about it in terms of how it works, some of the strategies, mechanisms, but essentially they have this unique lending market, and also the ability to kind of borrow and loop. And you can do this directly on Sturdy, and you can see that some of the yields for looping kind of some of these assets, like the Curve MIM 3 Curve pool, 24% is the maximum APY if you're using leverage. Similarly, below at 23%. So it's very easy to see some of the good yields. If you want to just be a passive lender as well, you can actually earn 8% as well. So that's pretty nice as well. With DAI, you can earn around 6%, but I believe you're getting Sturdy tokens on top, which aren't actually tradable just yet. But who knows in future? This may be worth a fair amount, and so your actual APY might actually be a little higher than this. But yeah, Sturdy, a really nice platform. Read the tweet that I've made about Sturdy. I'll leave it again in the description below. You can learn everything that you probably need to know about Sturdy as well, and that will basically help to enlighten you on the protocol. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Number 4, we're going to move on to Bunny, which is a protocol built by Timeless Finance, and it's kind of built on top of Uniswap v3, allowing the ability to tokenize your LP positions. And by using these wrappers, it's not only capital efficient, but also offers some really good composability. So you can go to Bunny, which is this liquidity engine for Uniswap v3, and they'll have a variety of pools here for you to choose from. And again, some really, really lovely yields as well. Take this one for example, the LUSD BLUSD, providing a current 18 to 91% APR, which is absolutely insane. But even some of these other ones like Frax USDC starting off at 7%, but being able to boost up to 36%, which is a huge. They even have some unique stablecoins like the Swiss franc stablecoin paired with USDC offering 13 to 63%. So have a look on here. Some really, really good yields. I think Timeless is one that I potentially may do a deep dive on in future. If you want me to, drop a comment down below. I think it's a really interesting protocol and one that hasn't really been too much talk about. So I think this might be an underrated protocol. So yeah, take a look at here. If you've got any questions, let me know. Drop me a message on Twitter as well. And lastly, number 5, we're going to talk about Magpie. Now, Magpie basically is like Convex built on top of a variety of other protocols, specifically Pendle, Finance, and Wombat. And if you can go to Magpie, and you can see that there are some very good yields here. USDT mempool on Wombat, 20%. Now, of course, these are provided to you in probably somewhat worthless governance tokens, but who cares? Farm and dump, make some passive income. That's what we're here for. So you can see lots of really, really good yields here as well. So take a look. I think one of the good things about Wombat is you can actually purchase insurance. So you can click this and it'll take you directly to an insurance coverage protocol where you can basically cover for smart contract issues, smart contract vulnerability. So I haven't looked into the cost of this, by the way, so that might be something that you're interested in. But either way, I think all of these strategies are pretty nice. We talked about Curve, Conic, Sturdy, Bunny, and Magpie. So yeah, that's pretty much what we've got for this month. Of course, use last month's farms as well. They still work and I'm still using them. So yeah, just because we're 1 month away, it doesn't mean that they don't work. So yeah, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop me a comment down below if there's any farms that you want me to cover, if there's any topics that you want me to cover. Drop me a message on Twitter if there's any questions that you have. And of course, I'll be back with plenty more content in the near future.